The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Hello there, everybody. This is Captain Dennis with SqualusMarine.com. Heading out today. The weather's been a little iffy, so we've decided to go back to a wreck that we went to about a week ago called the Greenport wreck, and there was a lot there that needed to be investigated further. So we decided to scoot on over to the North Shore, Long Island, and pop in the water and check it out again. So a little bit of particulate in the water, but not horrible. Get down to the bottom. It's a strange, I don't know what this thing is, but it looks kind of like a screw, like a big giant screw. And then there's this guy, this poor skate. He will not be down for breakfast tomorrow. And there's no bringing him back, folks. He is down for the count. So we're going to give him a little toss over here, and I'm sure he's going to be spider crab lunch. So we're going to check out the anchor like we always do. That's okay. And we're going to take a hard right and head in towards the wreckage. Start to see some wood. And we're heading west now. And we come across some copper pipe. And there's copper all over this thing, folks. Some more copper. Could be brass, but it's brass or copper. The fish like it. A little sea bass. I think that was a sea bass. And then some more brass piping or copper piping. Green. I know it's green. A little bit more. And this is a steamship, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of piping, and there's that, whatever that is. That's kind of cool. Now, you see that? We'll come back to it. We're going to go up top above some of this wreckage. Look around a little bit. In the nooks and crannies. Not really sure where I am on the ship. But there's all kinds of wreckage here. Here we are up on top. And making our way back down towards the bottom. So if you see anything that looks interesting, if you're an old salt, been around these ships, yell out. Whatever you think it is. Now here you go. This is the thing we saw earlier. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. I spy with my little eyes something that starts with a B. It's a boot. Look, we found a boot. I don't think this is original from the ship. The ship was probably, I don't know, could have been turn of the century stuff. maybe 1910 or something like that, but I don't think they had boots of this construction. So this could just be cross-contamination. And we're looking inside, maybe there's some goodies, but all we found was a clam. So if you lost your boot, we found it. Oil-resistant soles. So we're going to back away from the wreck and keep heading west. Some more. Oh, you know what that stuff is? That's fishing net. Those are, I think, the floats. And it's all over the place back here. And if you look straight ahead, you'll see something big and round, and that's one blade of the propeller. Yeah, it's a big propeller, folks. I'd say it's about 10-foot diameter. And it looks like it got fouled up by this net, or the net caught it after it got fouled up. But this propeller is 100% solid gold. No, it's not. It's probably steel. But it's pretty big, and it's still together. And it's got a lot of fish in that. So, got to bring some, what is it, PB breaker, or PB, you know, the rust stuff to break the seals, you know. Yeah, if you think of it, you can write it in. The PB something or other. You spray it on the things. But yeah, I'm not turning any wrenches on this thing. And you can see there's a big old mess. Here's some chain. Yeah, that's great. Good luck. Untangle this wheel. And a whole bunch of netting. So have fun, folks. And we are walking around on it, so that's good. PB Blaster, that's what it's called. PB Blaster, I just remembered. Okay, so some more brass piping, copper piping. Another little sea bass guy chilling down here. And here, right in front of us, is the prop shaft. And that's a blackfish. And here we have where the prop shaft, I guess, was probably connected through the hull or something like that. I'm not a mechanic or a shipwright, so I'm just making guesses, folks. But this is definitely the prop shaft. Big old screws and bolts and everything. And now we're heading forward, so this is the prop shaft going into probably the engine of some sort. Piping, some rope. Oh, you see that? That's a pretty big gate valve. Looks like it says like 216 or something on it. I always thought that these were broken loose, but one of my colleagues was telling me that they were hooked into steel pipes sometimes, and the steel rots away and the gate valve just falls down. Now this is, I'm guessing, part of the engine. I don't know. But it's some heavy-duty machinery. There it looks like there's a big wheel or sprocket or something like that. Back on top, kind of where we were earlier. This kind of looks like a bit or something like that. I'm not sure. There's these big, like, springs, or oh, there's an old anchor that's kind of tied up in some netting, so we're not really going to mess with that. Doesn't look like it's usable anymore, so we'll just leave that there. And a whole bunch of netting. That's great. Coming up on top, up on top of what I believe to be the engine. And if we look left, These things were like springs. Not really sure why there would be these big, heavy springs. But I don't really know what the ship was doing. It could have been a tugboat. I don't know what it was. But it's got these big springs, and then it's got this bit thing by the end of the springs. So yeah, thanks. You're welcome for all those details. Now we're going to keep on moving forward. The anchor again. Some more net. Well, net we saw earlier. So now we're moving back up towards the top of the debris or the wreckage. And this thing, I'm pretty sure, is the boiler. Comes up pretty high. It's a big cylinder. And we're going to follow this thing around. This is probably the higher points of relief on the wreck. Still intact. Hasn't collapsed or anything like that. They knew how to make them boilers, folks. As we come around the end, you can see all the... This looks like the area where they might have fed the coal into, and here's the meatier part of the boiler. We're going to look inside here, see what it looks like. Anybody home? It's your average run-of-the-mill sunken steamship boiler. And there's these strange, I don't know what those things were, like if that was the gate or something to close the door. All these little boiler holes made nice little homes for all the burgals. Like to dart in and out of those holes to get their own little condominiums. Here we look inside this side of the boiler. Nobody in here. Back out. Head up to the top of it. Give it another look-see. And that's pretty much all the time we have today. So we're going to head on back down to the anchor. We hope you enjoyed our second dive on the Greenport wreck. If you want to check out the first one, which we highly recommend, they kind of dovetail together quite nicely. So check that one out, the Greenport wreck. And this is the Greenport wreck 2. Here we are doing our safety stop. We're at 18 feet. Water's 60 degrees. Not too bad. But we got to get up so that Tom can get in the water because the window for time and tide is very small. So we hope you enjoyed diving with us. Check us out at squalusmarine.com if you want to check out any of our 132 other videos. Till then, I'm Captain Dennis.